Mixed equities this morning as we go across the board. The Dow's down about 0.4%. The S&P just below the flat line, down 6 basis points. The Nasdaq up only about 0.1%. Russell almost up 1%. Data last night, Japanese inflation lower than last month's read, but higher than expected. U.S. durable goods were weaker than expected, down 6.1. New Kansas City Fed president last night, that's Mr. Schmid, said with inflation running above target, labor markets tight, and demand showing considerable momentum, I am of the view that there is no need to preemptively adjust the stance of policy. He also thought reducing the balance sheet at the Fed should be a priority once the crisis is over. Yields are slightly higher, 1 to 3 basis points across the curve. Not too much, but probably part of the reason that 2 of the 4 big U.S. equity indexes are negative. In terms of the dollar, it's a little bit lower. Commodities, we got copper, crude, silver, gold, all a little bit higher on the day so far. Bitcoin surpassed $57,000 for the first time since late 2021. The newly U.S. listed ETFs launched earlier in the year have helped move the cryptocurrency higher, with more than $6 billion pouring into the funds since they launched. Now we've got debt ceiling limit talks to be held this afternoon at the White House. Again, keep an eye on that all week. It's only going to be a partial shutdown. The deadline is Friday if it were to actually happen. It's been a long time since there's actually been any kind of shutdown, but this might be sort of tied to the success or failure of funding for some of the wars going on globally, so keep an eye on that. Looking ahead, we get U.S. Fed Vice Chair for Supervision Michael Barr speaking today. Earnings after the close, we get 77 companies with market caps over $1 billion, including Devon Energy, Splunk, First Solar, Virgin Galactic, eBay, and Beyond Meat. Tomorrow before the open, 62 more billion-dollar companies reporting earnings, including TJX, Baidu, Vistacorp, and Liberty Media. Data tonight, Australia CPI and the Japanese Coincident Index tomorrow, economic and industrial sentiment in the EU, and the second estimate of Q4 GDP in the US, along with the following central bank speakers. Bank of England policymaker and Monetary Policy Committee member Catherine Mann, Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic, Boston Fed President Lisa Collins, New York Fed President John Williams, and Bank of Japan Monetary Policy Board member Takata Hajime.